Well, that gives you a sense of power right there. Good morning. A lot of extra energy in the sanctuary today. Good morning and welcome to Unity of Madison. We thank you for choosing to be here with us at this time. Whether online or in person, we feel your presence. After the service, we invite you to join us downstairs in the Namaste Cafe for refreshments. I'm Carol Harm, and I will be your celebration assistant today. And so if you'd like, we stand and we'll sing our opening song, We Are One Under the Sun.
And if all you would like to twirl, this is a good song for that. We are one under the sun. We are one under the sun. We are one under the sun. We are one. Eternal light, eternal flame, eternal love. Eternal light, eternal flame, eternal love. We are one under the sun. We are one under the sun. We are one under the sun. We are one. Eternal light, eternal flame, eternal love. Eternal light, eternal flame, eternal love. We are one under the sun. We are one under the sun. We are one under the sun. We are one. Eternal light, eternal flame, eternal love. Eternal light, eternal flame, eternal love. We are one under the sun. We are one under the sun. We are one under the sun. We are one. Eternal light, eternal flame, eternal love. Eternal light, eternal flame, eternal love. We are one under the sun. We are one under the sun. We are one under the sun. We are one. Eternal light, eternal flame, eternal love. Eternal light, eternal flame, eternal love. We are one under the sun. We are one under the sun. We are one under the sun. We are one. Eternal light, eternal flame, eternal love. Eternal light, eternal flame, eternal love.
All right. So in case you didn't notice, we're doing something a little different today. So we're not going to have an opening prayer now. We're going to have one later. But I would like to introduce our prayer chaplain for today. If you would like a prayer after the service, Kay Frazier will be our prayer chaplain, and she'll be available in the prayer corner to pray with you. And written requests can also be placed in the prayer box just outside the prayer area. And we'll pray over those for the next 30 days and then send them on to Silent Unity. So, time for our weekend updates. It's a changing rotation of things here. Our speaker schedule for next Sunday, July 2nd, will be Tom Wench. He'll be here in person. And then on Sunday, July 9th, in honor of Christmas in July, we'll have Mary Donahue from the Domestic Abuse Intervention Services here speaking. Something I just found out about this morning, which is kind of a sad thing. Karen Olson, for those of you who knew her, has passed. And we'll be having a celebration of life for her on Saturday, July 9th, here at the church. There'll be visitation from 12:30 to 1 and a service at 1 o'clock. And then they're serving Karen's favorite food for those who'd like to stay, a little spaghetti lunch after the service.
Sorry, can I have a quick correction? The
Oh, the 8th, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that correction. I'll have to put that on my calendar. And then we'll be having the Metaphysics 1 class starting July 19th. It's led by Barry Roberts, licensed Unity teacher. That'll be Wednesdays from July 19th to August 9th from 6:30 to 8 in person here at Unity of Madison. This is an opportunity to explore Unity foundational principles, prayer, and meditation practices. The class is based on the book Heart-Centered Metaphysics by Paul Hesselbeck, Reverend Paul Hesselbeck, and the book is available through our bookstore back in the corner and also on Amazon. If there's a sign up in the foyer, or you can contact the church office to sign up for that. I'm sure it'll be good. And then today we have a special thing at the end of the service that in honor of Pride Month, we'll be screening a short movie by Helen Kenyon called Bathroom Break. And I saw it when it premiered, and it's a good one. Then there's many more events happening. You can always check our calendar at unityofmadison.org for additional events and details. So be sure to use that resource. Okay. That's a lot. Okay. Welcome to First Timers. I'd like to welcome anyone joining us for the first time this morning. Unity of Madison is an inclusive spiritual community that welcomes people of all faiths and backgrounds. We acknowledge the wisdom of all spiritual traditions and respect each individual's right to choose a spiritual path. Our goal is to empower and encourage each other in our spiritual journey. Informational packets are available on the back table by the exit of the sanctuary. Feel free to pick one up if you'd like to know more about Unity of Madison. If you're online, you can request a welcome packet through our website, www.unityofmadison.org, or send an email to office@unityofmadison.org. All right, so now we get down to the special stuff. Today we have a really special summer solstice ceremony planned and led by our Unity youth and their parents, as well as Reverend Richard Bunch and our youth ed coordinator, Jessica Rippenberg. So, okay. And before we get started with that, let me just introduce our musicians for today. Is Pete Calgaro and Araceli Weir. Did I say that right? Araceli, okay. Should have asked before. And our speakers will be Reverend Richard Bunch, Sylvia Lopez, Tina Elliott, and our youth ed coordinator, Jessica Rippenberg. And we have a choreographer, actually for today, Sylvia Lopez. So, and we're going to start with a solstice chant.
It's twirling time again.
Stand up and twirl.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, ready. We're going to teach you a chant that we're going to do over and over again today. Ready?
Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully.
divine light within.
Roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully.
Now, those of you who have drums, you want to play along? Do you have them handy? Divine light within,
Roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully.
One more time.
Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully.
Well, good morning, Unity of Madison. This is Reverend Richard Bunch, and it's really good to be with you today. In particular, because we're going to be celebrating, under the leadership of Jessica Reifenberg, our youth director, Summer Solstice. Our children will join us, and it will be a wonderful service. I just wanted to say a few words about Unity's take, if you would, on Earth care and climate change. And a few years back, our board passed a resolution in regards to climate change. And it said that Unity Worldwide Ministries hears the urgent call to co-create a world that nourishes all and all life forms. We positively declare our love for and spiritual interconnectedness with all beings and all life, and our responsibility to protect the sustainability of the environment. One of the things it mentioned in this resolution was, what is yours to do in regards to Earth care, in regards to creating a climate that sustains us and sustains our children throughout their lives? And as we think about that, we start to understand that each of us can promote active stewardship of the environment and be aware of our oneness with Mother Earth. We can cultivate a consciousness of Earth care that includes both spiritual and practical actions. We can promote sustainable living practices that honor the Earth's ecosystems and resources in a responsible manner. We can transform attitudes and commitments by embracing concrete actions that reduce human ecological impact and promote social justice for all. Educating, supporting, and encouraging individuals to align together in our lifestyles so that the values we promote in sustaining environmental issues and recognition of their moral imperative to care for creation. Spirit says yes to all of that. As spiritual beings, we have a responsibility to understand and honor our oneness with all life forms. When we do that, we start to make people more aware, more appreciative, and more centered on being good citizens in Mother Earth. Jessica and her tribe of young children will move us forward during this service so that we can appreciate and understand the power of Earth Care. Thank you, Jessica, and God bless each of you, and have a wonderful celebration. Goodbye. Well, good morning, Unity of Madison. This is Reverend Richard Bunch, and it's really good to be with you today.
Hey, how about that? We're going to go ahead and open sacred space. And this is a shamanic way of inviting in our helping spirits, guardian angels, perhaps loved ones that have passed on, that have our highest and best good. Those are ancestors that have our highest and best good. Any nature spirits, and spirit guides. And of course, that divine form, whatever that is for you, it may be God, it may be a goddess, or oneness, universe, spirit. So I'm going to go ahead and share an opening with you that I received in my training as a shamanic practitioner, one that really connects deeply to my heart. And please know that there's a lot of metaphor in this opening. And there are countless ways that you can open sacred space. So this is one of many, many, many. So if this really resonates with you too, and you want to use it for your own sacred work, let me know. I can share it with you. But you can also come up with your own. You can find another one. So I invite you, if it feels comfortable, to go ahead and close your eyes and tune into your breath. Pulling in the pure consciousness, loving, clarifying light of the sun deep into your belly, allowing it to gently cleanse and clear away anything within you on the exhale that's holding you back from feeling present in this moment. Staying with that pattern of breath while I go ahead and open the sacred space. To the winds of the south, Great Serpent, wrap your coils of light around us. Teach us to shed the past the way you shed your skin, to walk softly on the earth. Teach us the beauty way. To the winds of the west, Mother Jaguar, protect our medicine space. Show us the way of peace and impeccability. Show us the way beyond death. To the winds of the north, hummingbird, grandmothers, grandfathers, ancient ones, come and warm your hands by our fire. We welcome those who have come before us and those who will come after us. We're children's children. To the winds of the east, gray eagle, condor, come to us from the place of the rising sun. Show us the mountains we only dare to dream of. Teach us to fly wing to wing with the Great Spirit. Mother Earth, we gather for the healing of all of your creation. The stone people, the plant people, the four-legged, the two-legged, the creepy crawlers, the winged, feathered, and furred, all of our relation. Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, to the star nations, you who are known by 1,000 names and you who are the unnameable, thank you for bringing us together and sharing with us this song of life. We invite in our helping spirits, our guardian angels, our power animals, our spirit animals that have our highest and best good in their intentions, to come and be with that person that you're here to represent, to be with today. We welcome in our ancestors that have our highest and best good in their intentions to please come and be with that descendant that you're here to be with today. Of course, we welcome in that divine source of love. It may be God, goddess, oneness, spirit, or the divine. So many names. Whatever that source is, we ask you to please come and be with that person that you're here to be with today. And we honor the ancestors of the land, the people that were here before us, the Ho-Chunk people, and perhaps the people that were here before them, the people that history has forgotten, but are still here and still blessing us with this beautiful place to gather in community. We thank you and we honor you with so much love and reverence. So much love and reverence. We honor you. We thank you. We thank you for bringing us together in this beautiful space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Forgetting, I used a microphone. Thank you everyone for allowing the kids and I to be part of this. I've given the kids some jobs and asked them to use these ribbon twirlers and use their energy to help us build the energy for the ceremony. So if you notice them playing a little bit, that's kind of part of the plan. Helping to honor their energy and also bring their playful, joyful, expansive energy that is just perfect for the summer solstice to us. So it really is such a gift. So thank you, everyone, for opening your hearts and this space to us. If anyone brought something that they'd like to put on the altar, it's something you'll bring home, of course, afterwards, but please feel free to do that. And if you didn't bring something, but you feel like, oh, I want to add something, it could be a piece of jewelry or something you've got in your pocket or a bag, please feel free to come and add it. And I just want to check in and see, okay. So all of the kids and their parents here that come to Unity regularly got a special job. And Simon and his mom, Marie, made this beautiful altar centerpiece for us. And I wonder if they want to say something about it. If not, I can say something about it, but they're going to place it. What does this altar? So I'm asking Simon, since he made this, he created this for us, especially for this event. So thank you, Simon. Thank you, Marie, for making this beautiful piece and putting your love and intentions into it. And I just want to check in with Simon and see what he would like us to know about this beautiful altar piece. Mother Earth is super important. Yeah. Thank you, Simon. I love that. And the sun is such an important part of that. And the solstice, right? It's all connected. It's all interconnected. The sun and the earth and the water and the sky. Beautiful. All right. So Tina and her kiddos made some really yummy sun tea for us. And I wonder if she wants to say something, and maybe the kids want to help say something about that.
Hello. We have a tradition in our family that on the summer solstice we go around our yard and forage, which is a pretty loose term, for things that we can find and to put into a tea. And then, do you want to explain what we do, Rosie?
So in our sun tea, we put roses, currants, raspberries, and we put sorrel in there.
Lemon balm, basically whatever we can find that's edible, we put in there, and then we fill it with water and we put it out in the sun so that it's harnessing the power of the sun all day. And then at the end of the day, we drink it. So we made some sun tea for you all, but I did use actual herbs, not things from the garden, not things from our yard. It's not a concoction of strange things. It's lemon balm, lemon verbena, mint, some from Jessica's yard, and a little bit of calendula and chamomile, which are blooming right now. So, and honey. So just so you know what's in there. So we made that for you all. I just want to let you know I put hot water to start, and then it infused it for like 3.5, 4 hours, and then boiled it after. So there's no risk of bacteria or anything. So sometimes. So I poured it in little cups, and we're gonna pass it out at the end. And I think we're gonna close the ceremony with that. So when you drink it, if you can just bring up your intention, either the letting go that we were going to talk about or the expanding of energy, and allow the energy of the sun to really be in your body. So that would be great.
Hello, everybody. This is Aria, and I just want to share a little bit about how people celebrate this time of the year in Mexico. And I'm going to start with a little story that I hear from some tribes in Mexico. And they said there was one day a little piece of corn, like a cob, and the sun shined and gave a little sparkle of the sun, and it became alive and became human. It's just like a little, I see it like it was some matter, and the sun gave the spirit and became alive. I just think that is a beautiful story that they tell kids. There is so much meaning behind it. And in Mexico, our ancestors knew that this time of the year was so important that they made pyramids, that in this day, half of the pyramid becomes with light, and the other half is completely in the dark. I think there is a perfect balance. They also thought about or think that it's a day where Earth gets the more energy. And they celebrate it with ceremonies. They do big circles of the community, and they do dances, and they celebrate it with altars, and they put food and a lot of things that represented Earth and themselves. They did these ceremonies to leave things behind, like the beginning of what Jessica said, like I see it like the snake that is leaving the old skin behind. They did it to leave things that we don't need anymore. It was good energy to close cycles and new beginnings. And they believe that the sun gives so much energy in this day, but it's flowing for the next 3 months. So it's really good for us if we want to start projects and new us. And after the 1500s, things change, but there's a lot of communities where they still celebrate, and they do a lot of gratitude in their ceremonies because they understand how fertile Earth and everything on Earth is, and how abundant it is. And the way they still celebrate is with a lot of dancing. We eat special foods like corn tamales or things like that. And altars, and that was, or still is, a way for tribes and small communities to pass it on to our new generations. And that's all I want to share for today. And I also want to tell you that we had a choreography, but we thought that we were going to do it outside. But for dancing, we are dancers. And I think that is our ancestors did it as an energy, building energy. I think our bodies are so important to move, and we can do little things like 1, 2, 1, 2, feel the energy with our hands, play with that, share it, bring it back. Like this kind of movements is just really good for our bodies. And in case you want to dance when our beautiful musicians are sharing their love and their music, we can just move our bodies. So I'm just inviting you to do that, but I can show you in the front a little movements.
About the pyramids, I've heard that pyramids were to take and give energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how I heard it, it was actually in a documentary. Like there would just, like, you would have to imagine like a laser of energy going up into like everything.
So I'm going to, thanks, hey. I don't know why I keep hunching down. I'm not used to microphones. So I'm going to guide a very short meditation so that you can really tap into whatever it is that you want to do today in this ceremony. It may be something like what Sylvia was sharing of closing a cycle or stepping into the expansiveness of this time. Maybe bringing in more energy to really bring to fruition or build a passion project that you have these next few months. It's really whatever you want. Could be releasing something in your life. It could be asking for something to come into your life. So I'm going to guide a short meditation, and then once I'm complete, Araceli and Pete are going to bring us back to the song and the chant, and that's when we can move our body and we can join in the chant and move our bodies as we really bring that intention into our hearts. And then at some point you may want to release it to the sun or the fire. So again, we can go ahead and close our eyes or soften our gaze if that's more comfortable. And find that deep pattern of breath again, pulling in the pure consciousness energy of the sun, that loving, cleansing, nurturing, clarifying, energizing light of the sun, allowing it to cleanse and clear away anything within your body that's ready to be released on the exhale. Take a few more big, intentional, deep breaths like that. And begin to envision yourself in a sacred healing place that is just for you. It may be a meadow, a forest, a beach, a mountain. It may be a river, a desert. A place that perhaps you've seen in the three-dimensional, or maybe you've seen it in your mind's eye, or maybe it's unfolding for you right in this moment. And remember that this is your sacred healing place. And I want you to begin to make your way to the center of this place, remembering with each step that you are supported and loved. You are safe. This is your place to come, to be nurtured, to be spiritually fed, to release energy, and also to receive energy. It is your place to receive clarity and guidance and wisdom. It is your place to heal. So with each step into the center of this beautiful, sacred healing place that is yours, begin to notice how the earth feels beneath your feet, how the air feels on your skin. Notice any other sensations in the body. Notice how this place presents itself visually. What are the colors, the shapes, textures? There may be patterns. You may notice a gentle pulsation or vibration visually, or perhaps as a felt sense in your body. And begin to tap into your sense of smell, noticing what you smell in the air. You may choose to smell a flower, water, a stone. Everything is safe for you to experience here. And remember that as you begin to taste this space, notice the taste in the air. Perhaps you choose to taste a stone or a leaf or a flower or even the bark of a tree. Everything is safe here. Everything is for you to receive, to heal. Everything is in support of you. You can tap into your sense of sound. Notice if the wind is blowing, if it's making any sounds as it rustles grasses or leaves, moves the water. And then tap into your sixth sense, that sensing, knowing sense of this space, as well as your seventh sense, your sacred imagination. It is every bit as valid and important as any of the other senses. So once you find your way to the center of this healing place, you can tap into that little light in your heart, that light that is always there within you. Perhaps you don't see it or sense it yet, but just trust and have faith that it is always there, and it is there now. And with each breath, you can grow that light bigger and brighter in your body, expanding it through your chest, arms, legs, hands, feet, neck, head up through the crown, allowing that light to grow bigger and brighter, perhaps even beyond your body. And this is a really good time to either aloud, you could whisper it, or you could speak it in your mind, that intention that you hold for this ceremony today. Araceli will share the chant with us. We invite you to join in. This is a good time to stand and start moving our bodies, to allow that energy of our intentions to flow.
Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun. Awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully.
Thank you guys, that was beautiful. This is a great time to roll out the sun tea. I think someone's getting it, maybe. Maybe I was gonna help with that. So, as you drink the sun tea, as Tina was explaining, if you want to think of that as that beautiful, pure energy of the sun, or perhaps even blowing your gratitude for the sun and the earth and elements into the tea, you can before you drink it. Do with it what feels right to you, of course, but those are some ideas. And as they pass out the tea, I just want to remind everyone of how important it is that we take aligned action when it comes to putting intentions out there during ceremony or ritual. It's wonderful to do these sorts of things, to come together with our focus, our intention, our attention. But it's also important that we keep ourselves open to the signs and synchronicities in the way that we're being led, the way that doors are opening for us, or perhaps even closing, and remembering to align our action with what it is that we're calling in.
While everybody's getting the last of their tea, I just realized there was something that wasn't on the agenda for today, but I would feel horrible if we missed it, and that's the reading of the daily word. And this one's very appropriate for today. The word is joy. In John's Gospel, Jesus prays with his disciples, and all who receive their messages will experience the joy for themselves, the joy he knows. I share in Jesus' joy as I remember I am a living expression of the divine, created in God's image and likeness, just as Jesus was. My ability to express love, life, wisdom, and all other qualities of God is limited only by my willingness to live for my spiritual nature. I am one with God and one in the allness of God and all people everywhere. The joy Jesus described remains with me no matter what is happening around me. I know wholeness in the midst of illness, abundance amid the appearance of lack. Even sadness in the aftermath of loss cannot overtake joy. And the scripture reading is from John chapter 15, verse 11. I have said these things to you so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. And I'm going to, since we don't have a slide for this, I'm going to read the affirmation and then you can say it with me. I am blessed with indwelling joy. Together? I am blessed with indwelling joy. And I hope that was okay that I deferred from the agenda. So now is the time. Thank you, Jessica, and families and children for participating with us today. Now is... And I have been to Chichen Itza and seen the pyramid, and it's really cool, and I would love to see it during the solstice. So now is the time when we collect our tithes and offerings. So please take your tithes and offerings in your hand or place them over your heart as we say together our offertory blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God. So if the ushers could come forward. And we'll sing the solstice chant again.
You remember it? Find light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully. Divine light within, roar like the sun, awaken my soul, blossom me bountifully.
Ushers could come forward, please. Please join me in blessing these tithes and offerings. We are grateful for these tithes and offerings. We bless them and send them forth to do their great and mighty works. Thank you. All right, now we've got just a couple of more things before the peace song, and we have a gratitude of the week. That's probably going to surprise this person. Our gratitude for the week is Jessica Rippenberg. That's our youth ed coordinator. She is. In addition to bringing us today's special service, Jessica leads our youth program. She brings her infectious enthusiasm and a sense of joy to her work with the youth. Her creative ideas inspire the children's program. We appreciate Jessica for how she shares her spirituality with the youth, encouraging them to share and allowing them to see Spirit at work. We thank you, Jessica, for bringing your gifts to the youth program. And now, in honor of Pride Month, it's almost the end, Unity of Madison will be screening the short film Bathroom Break during the service this Sunday. The film was written and produced by a longtime Unity of Madison member, Helen Kenyon. And it had the support of many Unity members in getting it produced. The synopsis is, a beautiful woman's interview for her dream job turns into her worst nightmare when she needs to use the restroom. A short story and commentary on today's political climate for the LGBTQ community. And I'm going to invite Ellen to come on up and give us a little talk about the movie that we're going to see.
Got my newly infused necklace. Happy Pride Month. I'm here today as an ally, and you may be thinking, why be an ally? Why is it important? Why are allies needed? So I wanted to share with you a couple of things I've learned that motivate me. First, in the area of mental health. Mental health is a concern for all of us, but hits the LGBTQ community particularly hard. I don't know why I'm very emotional today. One national survey in 2022 found that 45% of LGBTQ youth seriously considered attempting suicide in the past year, including more than half of transgender youth, transgender and non-binary youth. And the second thing I want to share with you is about safety. The LGBTQ community continues to be disproportionately targeted for violence. Transgender people in particular are over 4 times more likely than cisgender people to be victims of violent crime. So that's just a few of the reasons I like to be an ally. Like many of you, I'm fortunate to count many in that community among my friends, including 4 transgender people I can count among my friends and acquaintances. So I feel really blessed. And I was thinking, showing a movie seems very sort of out of sync with this beautiful earth-based ceremony that we had today. But if Mother Nature teaches us anything, it's diversity, right? And how we all benefit and how it enriches all of us. So in that way, I think solstice and pride go together very, very well. All right, the short film you'll see shortly was made 5.5 years ago. So you'll see in the opening there's some stats that are a little bit out of date, and after we show it, I'll give you some updated information. The movie was made right after North Carolina passed the first so-called bathroom bill that said transgender people have to use the restroom that matches the gender they were assigned at birth. So, yeah, I'll share the rest after the film. Thank you so much.
Community Center. Impressive project. You were the assistant there then? Yeah, only because I didn't have my license yet, so technically I couldn't be the architect.
You're telling me that you designed the Concord Community Center?
Every lintel joist in Kingston.
Very impressive. That's great. That's fabulous. Everything here checks out. Your references are stellar. We'll contact you when we've made a decision, Ms. Peters.
And Robin, please.
Oh.
Would you possibly be able to direct me to the restroom?
Right through there. Robin Peters. She just interviewed for architect.
I'd like to climb those mountains.
You should hear her voice. It's like Mae West. It's like bourbon. She's qualified. She designed the Concord project.
Can't have that around here. Way too distracting. Hell of a woman, though. You should definitely hit that.
Hello, ma'am. We need to see some ID.
Is this entirely necessary?
Law is the law. Either that or we're going to have to survey the landscape. Cupcake.
I don't think so, Cupcake.
Wait!
Yeah!
Just keep going. No, let's just run through it. Go ahead, go back. Rewind.
Thank you. So, since 2017, laws targeting trans and other people in the LGBTQ plus community have been increasing. According to one source I read, already in 2023, a staggering 558 anti-trans bills have been proposed across the country. 558. And 83 of them have already been passed. That's half this year alone. So when I wrote this very short story, I was attempting to find a way to connect with those who maybe think these laws are a good idea, particularly women. Most of us as women have experienced some form of sexual discrimination. So the irony of, she's facing that and then she's actually a trans and isn't even supposed to use that bathroom, I thought was kind of rich. And you can imagine that it happens. So I was hoping to, help people that maybe support these laws find a way to empathize with trans people and maybe consider it a little bit more deeply. So one fun thing to share, the star of the movie, Nina Martinez Rutherford, as of about 2 months ago, is a council member in the city of Madison. So that's pretty cool. And one last thing, a huge thank you to Steve Roberts, who has really helped me the last few weeks edit this movie to make it more viewable on our smaller screens. So thank you so much.
Oh, busy day. Okay, so now is the time for our peace song. So if you would please rise. And now the prayer for protection. Together, please. The light of God surrounds us I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Thank you.
Is the mic on? Oh, it is. Oh, you're just gonna drum?